Hey everyone, welcome back to Dog Six Studios. Today in the studio, Titan Forge Miniatures. That's right, I've got a subscription to Titan Forge Miniatures online through, I think it's a Mini Factory. Great product. They make some great STLs. They do sci-fi and fantasy, and you can pay, I think it's $10 a month for each one. $10 for the fantasy, $10 for the sci-fi. I subscribe to the sci-fi, although I'm thinking about going to the fantasy because they make some really terrific fantasy stuff as well. But I've been printing like crazy for all week, and I've got probably 60, 70, 80 models that I've printed out. I got some cool car things. Look at that. Real quick, let's see. I got some space dwarves going. I got a lot of stuff here. I got some of these ones that guys kind of look like Master Chief from Halo. Pretty cool. Anyway, guys, we're going to be painting up one of the bigger rats that I printed out. I love the rats. I've seen them on 40K. I've wanted to get with them and paint those as well. But we got our hands on one today. We printed it out. It's a bigger rat. It's a bigger model, and we're going to knock that out. I got a few simple techniques we're going to use on it. It's pretty interesting. It's kind of similar to the 40K, but not. Anyway, guys, please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel. All right, let's get in there and knock him out. I sit here and wonder before I even prime this guy, what color am I gonna go? I was thinking, I thought about traditional brown rat, sewer rat, but I'm thinking lab rat. What do you think about that? Lab rat will go white on all of the fur, and it will be pink on all the skin that we can find, a little pink skin, and then we'll do his robotic stuff, whatever, and then we'll make this glow. I'm not quite sure what this is here yet, but we'll get to it. Anyway, guys, that's what we're going to do this week. I've got to get it done for a project, so might as well throw it on the channel. All right, stay tuned. Let's go lab rat. Lab rat with this crazy little drill, some type of, I don't know what that is. I'm gonna figure that out. He's got that here. He's got a metal jaw. Alright, yep. Lab rat. Let's do it. Primed. Primed and zenithal. Ready for paint. I did I sprayed the ink a little bit harder, or a little more on the fur there, because he's going to be white. So let's just get a head start with the white ink when you do the zenithal. If you have anything white, bright, if anything, the zenithal is a great map for you. So when you spray this, and when you go to put your paint on, you know where to put your highlights. It's already done for you. So take a picture of it so you can see exactly where those highlights were, and then you can go back and do that with the other paint. Or you can use the contrast paints and thin your paint and use very thin layers, right? And then you can put this over the top and it'll shine through. So maybe I'll do that with this bit, this drill bit thing here. I'll do that with a thinned out Citadel, or a thinned out any paint really, just to make it a little bit transparent so that white shows through and makes your job a lot easier. So let's try that. I think first we'll work on that, on the fur, probably the face, and I think I'll use some apothecary white to touch up the white fur. It's that apothecary white's great because it's not really white, it's off white, and then you come back and highlight it with white, and it looks terrific. So we're gonna go that route. All right, this model is gonna drive me crazy. This is the 4th time I've had to glue this tail back on because I set it down, or I set it down wrong. I have to be extremely careful because now once you glue it back on, it's real brittle all the time. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. There we go, got it that time. Alright, so I gotta glue that thing back on. The little things that drive you crazy right there, but gotta do it. So this is a product of 3D printing. Small stuff like this tends to be brittle, or things that are thinner tend to be brittle, but not that big a deal. But there it is, glued for the 4th time. Falls off again, We're going to sand that, and he's just not going to have a tail. So for the fur, we're going to hit up Apothecary White, Citadel color contrast. We're going to do that over the fur on all the areas, and then we're going to do the skin pink. So let's get this Apothecary. Man, that's a good looking rat. It's a good looking model. I watered down the Apothecary White just a little bit. I want to see how this goes on. Let's try it down here. Yeah, that's nice. That'll work. Look at that. See how it just kind of, with that ink that we used, sprayed a little brighter. This is falling into the crevices, and it's making that white stand out, and it's making the shadows look more gray, more. Yeah, it's nice. I like that. Looks good. Soak right into the crevices there. Again, this Apothecary is hard to see on this white on camera, but I can assure you it's going down beautifully. For the skin, we're going to start with Pearl Curl Magenta, and then we're going to use Vallejo Game Air Squid Pink for the highlights. So we'll be getting some stuff on the chest and his arm and maybe his tail and his ears and such. Real watered down. If I get something on something else right now, that's okay. That's why you do the skin first. Get this out of the way. Crazy little model right here. Went ahead and added the squid pink to this pink here. It's gonna make it, oh, that's pretty bright. Look at that. Yikes. That's very bright. Moving in with straight squid pink now. A touch of the I added a little bit of ivory to the squid pink so we can get a little bit of a highlight, but you can kind of see there's a highlight. It's kind of hard, I think it's on the camera, but you can see the highlight. It's looking really good in person, and once I get a wash in there, it'll look really nice. But let's just add a little bit here. There we go. Look at that. On the tops there. And we will go around. You get all of them. Right here. There we go. All the skin's pretty much done. We'll put a wash on it, and then we'll touch it up with pink later. And that'll be that. Looks good. Lab rat, look at that. For the pants, we're gonna hit up, we're gonna use rubber to do the pants here, maybe the socks here, just the front stuff. Like and subscribe. Got the rubber all down. Got it everywhere it needs to go. I ended up doing a little bit of some of the metal, and we'll do some highlights on that. But we're going to come back with some steel and some silver later, and do some of the pieces of armor, the knee pads, the elbow pads, the top of the head, the jaw. We're going to get all that. Looking pretty good. Lab rat. Gonna use mahogany for some of the straps and some of the socks, or some of the socks on the guy down here, and the straps will get mahogany. Alright, got the brown leather down with the socks and the straps. Those went down real nicely. I did mahogany, and then I added ivory, and then to the mix, and then I added some more ivory to get a highlight. So it's got, the base brown, it's got the ivory with brown, and then it's got almost all ivory just to give it the highlight. Scratched it up a little bit. There we go. So we're gonna hit the metal up. We're gonna get the gears. We're going to get the shoulder pads, the arm pads, the elbow pads, the feet spikes there. So we're going to do that. We're going to knock that out with a little bit of that. All right. We're going to hit the green, these crystals. It looks like these little, like chipped crystals or chipped something. And he's got them all over himself here, and he's got the whole drill gun as well. He's got, let's see, he's got some here, here, and I believe there's some right in here as well, right in there. We'll get that, and also the tail. So we're going to start with, I haven't decided which green to use. We'll probably end up using the Green Stuff World. But I do really want to try this green Pro Acryl. I may use this as the base or even the mid-tone. We'll see. But I'll have to mix it with another paint. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Forest Green. Or is it? Yeah, Forest Green with Green Stuff World. But any green's going to work. Any dark green. So let's just get this on there. Nice dark green. There we go, we got the green down. We used Hunter Green for the base, real watered down. Got it in there real nice so that zenithal would show through. Yeah, and you could leave it like this if you wanted to and be done. And great, look at that. I mean, the zenithal really pops that out, even that gem on his back. But anyway, let's we're going to take it a step further. We're going to go mid-tone. Haven't decided if we're going to do Pro Acryl or Green Stuff World. So we'll go from there. All right, this is mid-tone. I ended up mixing the Hunter Green with the Pro Acryl. I'm going to go ahead and see how that looks. Let's get the, I'm going straight flubber green. Watering it down really, whoops, knocking stuff over. Water it down really well. And we're going to go in. Get the tips here. We're going to introduce a little bit of flanks yellow into the flubber, which a little bit of flubber, but mostly the yellow, and we're going to go ahead and finish the tip of that off. And go from there. So, hopefully this isn't too overpowering. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Only about halfway up the green, right? And pull it forward. Yellow. Well, there we have it. Got the green all the way out to flanks yellow. We got the tubes, we got the crystals, got them all faded green to yellow. Looks really good. Might put a shade on that, might not. But now what we need to do next is we need to go back and highlight all of the armor, the silver, and the fur. So, because we have all the bases down except for the crystals, those are done, and the tail's done, and the belts are done, and the straps are done. So what we need to do is we need to highlight the pants, the neck deal, some of the tube, the gray tubes. We're going to use some rubber highlight for that, and maybe some ivory as well. And then we need to highlight the steel with silver. And then we'll do a quick wash, and then we need to do a wash of some sort on the skin, and then we're going to go back over and do dry brush on the white dry brush on the top of that white fur to give the lab rat look. There we go. Now we're going to do the highlights on the rubber, the stuff that's made from rubber. Or not made. I used rubber on the paint like that. You see the gray. We're going to highlight the gray. Alright, now we're going to do straight rubber highlight here, where we did, I mixed rubber with the rubber highlight to get the mid-tone, and now we're going to start looking for that ultra highlight, which is going to start making it pop. It's real hard to see on camera, but you can see the subtleness of the gray, of the light. It's just barely seen. You can see it on there, but here you go. There's a great view. You can see it there, little highlight, and I'm going to add to that with straight rubber highlight. We're doing the Vallejo metal color, dark aluminum for the highlights on the steel that we did there. There we go. We got these silver highlights down on top of the steel. We used dark aluminum to get that highlight. He's really starting to pop now, if you can see that. Got the metal scratched up a little bit here. Zoom in. Yeah. Take a peek. Yeah, he's turning out really nice. Alright, I think I'll start working on that skin now. We're actually going to do a wash and then do some dry brushing, and then we'll finish off that eye, and then we'll base it, and he'll pretty much be there. Alright. Alright, well, I apparently lost the footage on doing the teeth and the eyes. I did the teeth in Averland Sunset, and then I mixed Averland Sunset with Flanks Yellow, and then I did Ivory with Flanks Yellow to get the highlight all the way out to the white. No wash on anything yet. I haven't washed anything. So we got the teeth, and I did the eye with Blood Angel's Red contrast. I just did a little dot, and I did a little dot of white. What else did I do? I think that was really about it. That's all we missed. I apologize about that. I've got this new camera, and I hit play and it keeps going, and anyway. So what we're going to do next is, all we have left now is the base and the fur. And what we're going to do with that fur is we're going to put some, probably some shade, some maybe Agrax or Nun oil on the fur, real light, real watered down, just to get into crevices, darken up, and then we'll do a light white dry brush on top of that, which is actually apothecary white. So, alright, let's get that done. Test this out. Almost there. Down below on one of the feet. I have a feeling it's going to be really overpowering. No, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. With the wash in the fur, now we're going to go back and dry brush the top of the white to make the tip stand out. Real gently here, and only pull in a particular direction. Well, there you have it. Lab Rat. Titan Forge Miniatures. I downloaded the STL. I have a subscription with them. I downloaded the STL and I put it in 3D printer, printed it, and there he is, all painted up. Let's get him on the spinner. There we go, Titan Forge Miniatures. Man, I love this rat. It's a really cool model, and I can't wait to paint his other guys. Everything turned out really well. We used some simple techniques. We used real thin layers, watered down paint to give our thin layers, and we did 3 or 4 layers. Or we used that zenithal, and we did that transparent paint where that zenithal would stand through. We did that kind of on the drill a little bit, and then I actually ended up highlighting over it. But with that being said, the zenithal will give you a great map for where you do need to put the highlights. So after you zenithal your model, you should take a picture of it, you know, and that way, or you can even take a black and white picture. I think Vince talks about that in his videos. Take a black and white photo of it, and you can really see what stands out and where you need to put some paint. You can see shadows really well. Anyway, that's a great technique, and it gives you a great map. Guys, I had fun painting this. Lots of fun. Titan Forge Miniatures. Go check them out in Mini Factory. Other than that, guys, please like and subscribe. Comment below. Share. And we'll catch you next time.